Alright, this is day 16. Hopefully somebody will watch this. So let's see what we have. You're buying tickets for Carnival ride. Tickets cost $2 each. You want to spend no more than $30 on tickets. So whatever you spend on tickets, so let me erase this. I don't know why it's there. The tickets, which is $2 per tickets, has to be less than $30. No more than 30. So it could be 30. So it has to be less or equal to 30. There's my inequality. Whatever number of tickets I have to buy will be less or equal to $30. Solve the inequality to determine how many tickets I can buy. Well, to solve this, and although we haven't done this in class, you have 2t less or equal to 30. You would solve this as you would solve an equation, left and right. This is a multiplication. Inverse operation would be division. Divide this by 2, divide this by 2. This becomes 1 or just 1t or simply t. And I'm going to take that line out of the middle because it's confusing. I'll rewrite it again and get t less or equal to 15. So the number of tickets I can buy so that I don't go over 30 would be 15. Write an expression to help you solve that. You have 15 more. Okay. I have 50 more colored pencils than Brit, who has M pencils. So let's just write over here. Brit has M. So whatever she has, I have 15M. So I have 50 more than M. Okay. If Brit has 10 pencils, how many do you have? Well, if she has 10, and 10 I can replace, so it would be 10 plus 15 plus 10, which gives me 25. Okay. Clear? Lower the page. Here we go. Number sense. Well, this is easy. Distributive property. Bird attacking the pigs. So using the distributive property, I get 7 times 3 plus 7 times 5. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 35. Okay, so I want to write an addition sentence, and there's my addition sentence. 2. Estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest whole number. So 2.15 to the nearest whole number is close to 2. 9.41 becomes 9. Final answer, 11. Use the number line to determine whether the statement below is true or false. Well, how do I know if negative 5 is greater than negative 1? Well, let's put negative 5 on number line. Negative 5 would be right here, and negative 1 would be right here. So, what does that prove? Well, remember I told you a long time ago that the number on the right is always the greater. So, who is on the right? This guy's on the right. So, negative 1 is actually greater than negative 5, which makes this inequality a false statement. The number on the right will always be greater. Okay, so whenever you plot points, whoever's on the right is the bigger one. Division. Ooh, finally something. 4 1/3 divided by 1/3. Okay, let's change this both to an improper. So you got 3 times and a plus. You got 13 over 3. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1, 13 over 3. Divided by 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3, 8 over 5. We don't want to divide in this particular state. So we're going to find a common denominator, which is 15. And 15 over here. The 3 became a 15 by 5. Multiply the top by 5. And you get, I don't know, 5 times 3 is 15, goes 1, 65. And 5 times 3 on top is 24. So, if you remember how to divide this, when the denominator is the same, you can cross them out. Essentially, you're dividing equal parts here. 65 equals size parts. 65 divided by 24. We write it as a fraction. And you can say that it equals to, let's see, 48. 2 and 48 and 17 over 24. Is your final answer. Okay? Clear annotations, and let's go scroll down a little bit more. Ratios and proportions. You download it 50 songs for 42 or 70, which was the best unit rate? Well, I'm going to do it here on this side. So one was $42.50 for 50 songs, and the other one was $64.50 for 75 songs. Which one was the better deal? Well, we're going to find the unit rate. Let's find a unit rate, divide top and bottom here. I want to know how much it was for one song. To get a 1 here, I divide that by 50, and I'll divide the top by 50. Okay, so I will get 4250 divided by 50. Let's do that in the old calculator. 42.50 divided by 50 will give me 85 cents per song. The bottom here I want to divide by 75 on the top bottom and 75 on top. 75 divided by 75 gives me one song. So 64.50 divided by 50, oops, 64.5 divided by 50, it's going to give me 64.5 divided by 75, sorry. Gives me 86 cents per song. So better unit rate is this one. This one has the better deal. Okay. 10% of the kids in your class have blue eyes. If 3 kids have blue eyes, how many total students are in your class? Well, let's set up a portion. Remember, it was part over total, a percent over 100. Ooh. Percent over 100. Okay, so percent over 100. That's how you fill this in. 10% of the kids I have, so I know it's 10%. Over 100, why did I write 100 all the way to the side like that? I have no idea, so let's move it back, 10%. And that percent means 3 kids. All right? So is there a relationship between 3 and 10? No, there isn't. Can we do anything to this fraction? 10 over 100, can we simplify it? Yes, we can. We can actually cut 1 0 here, 1 0 here, and it becomes 1 over 10. How does a 1 become a 3? Times 3. So the bottom would be times 3. And the answer is total. How many kids are in that class? 30. There are 74 jelly beans. Mike ate 50% of them. How many jelly beans did he eat? Well, 50% 74 is half, so that's easy enough. Just 37. Okay. How do you want to do that? But you could, I actually will. 100, 50%, 74. There were 74 in the jar. That's total, and you want the relationship. Wow, actually, ooh, how would I do this? What relationship can I find here? Divide top by 50. I get 1 over 2. Okay, so a 2. How does a 2 become a 74? Times 37. So on the top will be times 37, and that's how I get 37 over here. 4, there's 5% sales. Tax on clothes that you favor. You're gone shopping 4 times. How much do you pay tax each time? So, wow. 5% of 1.5, 5% 35, 5% 50, 5% of 120. I can't even see that. There's this thing here. Can I move this up? Okay. You shop 4 times. How much did I pay in taxes? Okay, so you gotta find the. I'm not gonna do it all 4 times. Okay, I'll do it once. So the first one was you. Okay, so here, percent proportion again. 100. Tax is 5%. And what did I buy here? I bought something that was $15. So, what would be the relationship here? This one is tough because there's no direct relationship. So, let's see, can we work something out? If I made 1, because I divide this 1 out of, divide by 5 would be 1 out of 20, right? Well, I can then work this up to 60. 1 out of 20, I can make that to 60. And how did I go there? I did that times 3. And the top would be times 3. That would give me 3 out of 60. Now, is there a relationship between 50 and 60? Yes. 60 to go to 15 would be divided by 4. right? 60 divided by 4 is 15, still on top. You get 3 divided by 4, which is 0.75 cents. So if you bought something for $15, you get 75 cents in taxes. Okay, so that would be the procedure that you have to do. In case that fraction didn't work, 5 or 100, I simplified it and then I scaled up to have a relationship with 15. Okay. And I'll do the last page here. Geometry. What is the volume of the prism? So this is our next topic. It's coming up soon. Volume is length times width times height. The length is 2, the width is 2, and the height is 2. So 2 times 2 times 2, and that's going to give us 8 units cubed. Remember, volume is measuring the number of cubes in this particular shape. What shape's formed by the net below? If we fold this, it becomes a rectangular prism. What is the surface area of the shape below? Okay, so here, let's do number 4, which is the volume. Volume is going to be base length times width times height, so it's going to be those three numbers multiplied, giving us 200 centimeters cubed. Okay, I'm going to go back to 3, and I'm actually going to build this. Okay, so what do we know? That the length here is 10, the height is 5, and the width is 4. So there's my prism. So to make something, once you have that, I'm going to switch colors. I can do top and bottom. My top and bottom are 2 of these rectangles, and I'm going to use what? It's this, right? 10 and 4, 10 and 4, and 10 times 4 is 40, and 10 times 4 is 40 again. Now I got to do my front. Okay, it's my front rectangle. Let's switch colors. Front rectangle. It's 10 times 5, which is 50, and there's a back, which is the same thing. Okay, so that's my front. And finally, I have my side here, my left side. Okay, and that's a 4 by 5. And I got another one that's exactly the same. And I'm going to do 4 and 5, which is 20. 4 and 5, which is 20. If I add the areas of all my faces, I get, let's see, 100, 180, 200, 220 centimeters squared. Okay?